not to hate or anything, but the Pacers have lost again. They are now 0-2 with Pascal Siakam, which proves my claim that the Pacers lost this trade and got worse. I said they needed Bruce Brown, and they do. It would be better if they had Bruce Brown starting than TJ McConnell. Now, Tyrese Halliburton is out with a hamstring injury, but that's why you need more guards than bigs. Trading Bruce Brown and not getting a guard in return is stupid, and Andrew Nembhard isn't cutting it either. He's just a watered-down Bruce Brown. I'm tired of seeing his fan accounts, just as I'm tired of seeing the Pacers in talks to win the finals. Dummies need to stop because the best teams in the East are the Celtics, Bucks, and 76ers, not the Pacers. We just saw Joel Embiid get 70 points effortlessly last night against the San Antonio Spurs with Victor Wembanyama. And he held Wembanyama to only 36 points. That's because Embiid is the best player in the NBA this year. Now, I didn't vote him for All-Star, but that's understandable because Kristaps Porzingis is sometimes good, against the 76ers. But the 76ers should be the third team to win the final, to go to the finals from the East, not the Indiana Pacers. Where is the upside with the Pacers? I don't see anything. I don't see anything that's good about them. They're struggling right now. They're the 7th seed in the East. They're not even good. They faced my Nuggets today, and if hopefully karma doesn't make the Nuggets lose, but I'll go ahead and confidently say the Pacers aren't gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, the bar is set at even making the playoffs. They are fortunate to even make the playoffs. They would be, and the 76ers cleared them. They soloed them. We should be talking about them more. Tyrese Maxey should be the more talked about Tyrese than Tyrese Halliburton. For years, I've been saying that Tyrese Maxey is good, and now without Harden, he's been stellar. He's filled in every role that Harden did with the pick and roll exceptionally well, and that's why the 76ers are one of the best teams in the league right now because of Tyrese Maxey just being who he's always been. He just has that spotlight now. He has that chance to shine, and Tobias Harris has been great too. He was counted out in his career a few years ago, especially when he got that contract over Jimmy Butler to be on the 76ers. And even now, he's more of a 20 points per game kind of player instead of 12 or 14, whatever he averaged last year. Because last year, he averaged career lows. And now, without PJ Tucker too, Tobias Harris has been the power forward, which is a better position for him, a better role in today's NBA especially. So Tobias Harris has been stepping up. Tyrese Maxey has been playing better. Joel Embiid even has been playing better. And we can also contribute this to Nick Nurse, because Nick Nurse hasn't gotten any credit this year, since he hasn't even been talked about since the offseason, since the 76ers hired him. But he's much better for this team at using Joel Embiid too than Doc Rivers ever was. And Doc Rivers, he's just a commentator now. And Nick Nurse, he's a real basketball coach who has been doing great. He's part of the reason why the 76ers are better, I believe. And back to the Pacers, I don't know why they're talked about so much. Is it because they're hosting the All-Star game? We sort of saw this last year with the Jazz, I guess, because Lauri Markkanen was an All-Star starter, and that shouldn't have never happened. But he's still good this year. He should be an All-Star this year, but I doubt he will be because he doesn't have that many votes at all. He has so few votes. But Tyrese Halliburton is getting that achievement too, where he's going to be an All-Star starter just because they're hosting the All-Star game, I guess. Really? He's not a top 2 guard in the East. I can make a whole list of guards who are better than him. You can watch my video on who should you vote for the All-Star game. That's a great video. I recommend go watching it and just seeing my picks. I try to keep that short so that way it could fit under the limit for the song, because I had a song I want to use for the background. But the Pacers, they're awful. And Tyrese Halliburton, even though he's not playing, he's not going to make them that much better. They didn't let Devin Booker get 52 like the Pelicans did, but they did let him get 26, Beal get 25, and KD get 40. Now, we just saw KD get 43 points last night, to be more specific. But the Pacers, their defense is trash. 3 players, 91 points, and they ended up losing 110 to 117. Their offense has been trash. It used to be, they would score 140 points a game and let up 140 points a game. No, they score 120 now ever since the trade. Their numbers are just trash. Their offense the pace has slowed a lot with Pascal Siakam. And the Pacers offense as a whole, the rating has decreased. the averages for players' points per games for pretty much everybody besides Miles Turner has decreased, and the Pacers are just a much worse team now with Pascal Siakam. Now I'll say it again, Tyrese Halliburton is hurt, but he did play a game with Pascal Siakam, and we did see a great connection. We saw a great playmaking in that game from Tyrese Halliburton, but it wasn't what a dream duo would be. Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, that's a better duo. Damian Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's a better duo. Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis, because I'm trying to do stick with a big and more of a faster player. You can even do Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That's a better duo. They all accompany each other and their assets, their trade sets really well. Whereas Pascal Siakam and Tyrese Halliburton don't complement each other at all. And that's a problem for the Pacers because this is supposed to be a big two. This is supposed to be their duo because Miles Turner is definitely not part of that duo, especially even defensively now he's not. And Bruce Brown, he could have been, but no, they had to trade him for Pascal Siakam, who's not even a better player. Like, who has more value? Tell me, Pascal Siakam or Bruce Brown? Maybe a year ago I would have said Pascal Siakam. Maybe even after the finals I would have said Pascal Siakam. But Bruce Brown, he can be inserted on this team and he will give this team everything they need. He will give them defense. He will give them more three-point shooting. The pace will be the league best like it was when he was actually on the team still. And he will be that backup point guard because Andrew Nembhard, no offense, is not it. He's not good. And I don't know why, but the Pacers just... they did whatever they did. They traded for Pascal Siakam. Now they're stuck with being one of the worst teams in the league once again. That's the bottom line. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.